In the service, normally they always have a plan of the day so that you know what's going on during the day or the element of what's happening while we're in transition. But today's God plan of the day is that God is calling us to holiness. We have been hearing the call for over 2,000 years, and we still are not aware of the harm we cause to one another by thinking with our heads and not with our hearts. It is not surprising that there is great change going on in the world at this time. You could say the world is in transition. We are living in historical times and in historical moments, and it seems like mass confusion, especially for those who trust in government and not in God. For those of us who are developing a prayer life and take the time to read the Bible, Bible, the basic instruction before leaving earth, we can find peace instead of fear. I don't have to remind you that everything we do ought to begin with prayer. So the plan. You shall not bear hatred for your brother or sister in your heart. You may have to reprove your fellow citizen, but do not incur sin because of him. Take no revenge and cherish no grudge against any of your people. We need to act out of love, not fear. St. Paul tells us why. Brothers and sisters, do you not know that you are the temple of God and that the Spirit of God dwells in you? Just this thought is enough to change our attitude towards one another. This description is not just for a select few. This is a description of everybody in the world. The sad part is that not all the world believes that their deepest being is love. Jesus takes it to another dimension. I say to you, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you. The wisdom of this world is foolishness in the eyes of God. So let no one boast about those in power as the answer to all our problems. We all belong to one another, and we all belong to Christ, and Christ to God. The psalm is clear. The Lord is kind and merciful. He pardons all our iniquities, heals all our ills. He redeems our life from destruction, crowns us with kindness and compassion. Do we believe this? If not, why not do something about it? Lent begins in 2 weeks, and the parish is providing a number of opportunities for spiritual growth, such as Bible studies, walking with purpose. What's missing is presenting Father Richard Rohr's CD of The Art of Letting Go, which is the spirituality of St. Francis of Assisi. And this program begins tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Prayer group meetings. And of course, we have a library that has an abundance of books, CDs, DVDs, and all good reference material. How else can we discover God's presence in our daily lives unless we are aware of it and to take the time to think about it? Now you know what God's plan of the day is, and it is a way to continue to grow in his love, peace, and joy.